Hello, Internet. This is Confused in My Room, episode 7. It's episode 7. Yay! And there's like a bug flying around my room, so excuse me for that. I have no idea what it is, but okay. So for today's topic, it's a pretty rough one for me. Sexuality. Yes. That's what I really wanted to talk about for a long time. I wanted to make a whole episode about it, and there's pretty much a lot of things to talk about with this one. I've been struggling a lot with it to just talk about it these days, especially. And yeah, let's get into it, guys. So first, I like girls, and I'm not sure I like boys at all. I don't know. For now, I don't know. It's a fluid thing for people, I guess, so I'm not just gonna say that I'm gay. I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay, but I'm not really sure if I like only one gender. Gender is fluid too, right? Everything's fluid. Okay, let's get into it. Oh shit. Okay. So why I'm talking about this is because I've been struggling to talk about my sexuality to the people that I'm close with. And it's been really interrupting me a lot these days. I have really close friends and best friends that I have, and I really want to talk about it, about who I am, who I like. But when I actually get the moment to talk about it, I just can't open my mouth, and I can't speak out loud that I like girls. And I don't know why. It's been really bugging me because now we're in our 20s, and dating is a thing, and being interested in someone, and it's getting more bigger than being in your teenager years. And my best friends keep asking me, who is the guy that I'm seeing? Who is the guy that you're going on a date with? Who is the guy that you've been talking about? I never actually mentioned their gender. I just say, oh, that person, oh, the person, that person. And oh god, she is asking me about the person, and obviously she's my best friend. She's going to be interested in my dating life, and I do want to talk about it more, but just when I get to even have a chance to it's not a guy, it's a girl, I just can't speak up. I'm really afraid that she's gonna think of me differently. I know that she's such a great friend, a great person, and she's not homophobic or anything, but even though, I'm just worried that things are gonna change with me and her when I mentioned that I like girls. And I was never romantically attracted to my best friend. That's why we're friends. But still, when people hear that someone's attracted in their same gender, they're gonna be like, okay, so there's some parts that I would not share with you anymore because you could be attracted. No, but I'm just scared that she's gonna think like that. That was my biggest struggle. I've always been thinking that I don't really have to openly talk about my sexuality or people I like because I thought it was unnecessary. Why would I talk about that if it's gonna make things more complicated? But not talking about it makes things way more complicated, and I feel like I'm trying to erase myself as who, and not admitting who I am, and that's been really bugging me a lot. I'm not ashamed of myself being gay. I am so proud of myself that I like girls. I love myself that I'm not straight. But still, when it gets to the point that I should really open about it. It's been pretty hard. Yeah, so I really wanted to talk about this in their internet where almost everyone could watch this. And I'm not like totally, quiet about it. I did talk about my sexuality to like few work friends who are guys because I felt comfortable with them. I know they're really open about it and they're guys, so I don't mind really talking about it. Yeah, but when it gets to my friends who are girls, it's pretty hard. I do not want to lose them. I don't want them to feel distance from me, and that's been really hard. And I'm wondering that should I talk about it to my family too. And a fun fact, my dad always been suspicious. I don't know if it fits the situation, but he always kind of knew that I'm gay because obviously all I talked about was girls. All I talked about was girls growing up. How did I not notice this earlier? Like, I was like, oh, she's really hot. Oh, I think she's really pretty. Oh, I think she's really cute. I always talked about girls with my dad. And even to my mom, but my mom is pretty... She's pretty conservative. She's not... She's slightly homophobic, but she's not... It's not coming from, like, real hate. She does not like acknowledges the new coming things like the gender terms, and like she's not really open to it, and I don't really think I'm going to talk about it with her, but I don't want to hide myself. I don't want to not show myself what I like and what I do. I think she's gonna ignore me when I like talk about it. I like girls. Like she's gonna be, oh, you're too young to know that. I mean, I'm in my 20s. How am I too young to know that? And my dad would probably say, oh, I knew it. Oh, I obviously knew it. And he's really open and he does not care. So I'm not afraid to tell him. But even though he is so open and would be welcoming and, all about that, it's pretty still scary. It's scary to talk about it. It's scary to feel the air changing. It's scary to get into the situation where I'm with the opponent just alone and to talk about it. That I like girls. Oh, God. Yeah. It's been really getting into me because I've been dating a lot, and I had a real big crush, or I was in like love with this girl, and I really wanted to talk about it more to other people or my friends, my situation and what I'm going through, but I had no chance to do that, and it really got into a level that I was like really stressing out and almost getting into depression again. So I had to talk about it to someone, and that was the work friends that I told you a few minutes ago. My work friends who are guys, and it was really supportive. They were like, oh, she's a shitty person, forget about her, and thank you for telling us, and like all the responses were so nice. So I was like, I really should talk about this more. And being in Korea is definitely not a helping part to express who I am, and definitely more scared to be who I am. And I don't really have like queer friends and around, as I know. So it's pretty more, if I get to talk about it more with the people who would understand me more. I think that would really help me growing out of the shell that I'm really scared to go out, scared to share, but just surrounded by straight people that would not know the struggle growing up as a child who's gay. Like, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Yeah. And I talk about this topic a lot during my podcast, so I guess people who are watching it doesn't know I'm gay, right? Yeah, a new struggle. People assume that, almost everybody assume the other person to be straight in Korea. Like, they have no thought about she could probably be gay unless, like, you have really short hair and you're, like, the typical butch lesbian. Unless you have, like, the whole look of short hair and, like, the stereotypical looks, they don't assume you're gay. So that's pretty hard for me. I could be who I want to be, who I want to look, how I want to look, and still like girls. So that's the part that I really struggle with in Korea. And I really had to talk about this. So I'm planning to first talk about who I like to my best friend, and because she's been asking me a lot and I really don't know where to start. Should I just say the person that I actually told you about is not a boy, it's a girl. I think I like girls. I've known it from when I was young. And I've been really scared to talk about this, even though I know you're such a great friend and you'll be supportive, but it was really scary. Should I start with this? Or should I just shut the fuck up and still be in the closet? Oh my god. Oh, it's scary. I never thought about it could be a problem to talk about it. I was so proud of myself and I love myself for being gay, so I thought like it could be so easy to talk about it, but spending time, and when time just passes by and you get into be in a more terrifying state. Yes. Wow. And I've only been in a relationship with boys that I really was not into. Oh god, that's embarrassing again. I feel so sorry because every teenager's relationship is not that deep. Some could be, but in my position, it was never deep. I just was in a relationship with boys who were interested in me, and I just thought they were physically hot, just the looks. Even though I like girls, I can think that boys look hot, I'm not gonna deny that, who's a hot guy? Paul Mescal. I think he's hot. And, who's a hot guy? It's a struggle to even think about. Harris Dickinson. Yeah, he's a really hot actor. I think he's hot. Yeah. So, what was I talking about? Okay. Yeah, I've only dated guys when I was younger that I thought that looked hot, but never really had a deep connection or a attraction more than thinking they were hot. So yeah, and I was like, is this supposed to be what being in a relationship is? Is it supposed to be this shallow? Do people spend their time and think of how boring it is with their partner? And I had to know that I was gay. God, Okay, from the start, let's start with how I got my first girl crush. I was really into this English teacher, like all the gay girls out there. Hey, English teacher crush in my school. She was really pretty. I think she was really young too, like 26 or 27. And she was really pretty. That was the only reason I was like attracted to her. And I like constantly I talked with her a lot. And she's an older teacher. Nothing's gonna happen with a student. Now that's gonna be a crime, but we talked a lot. And I really liked her. And that was the moment that I kind of knew, oh, this is supposed to be how liking someone is. Having a crush on someone. Not with the boys that I've been in relationships with. The shallow, boring things. It's not that the boys were boring. They were nice. They were really nice, but when I like feel, uncomfortable by getting loved by someone, you have to acknowledge it and end it for the both person. I think it's an etiquette. How am I supposed to pronounce it? I mean, it's a rule for people in a relationship. Don't waste each other's time. Don't waste each other's emotions. End it. Clearly end it. Be sure, be clear, be nice. Just ending it is enough for being harsh. Talk nicely. Yeah, so I never had a proper relationship with girls, but I still had a lot of crushes and intense crushes and dates with girls, and I could clearly know this is who I like. This is what I like. And yeah, that's how I got to know who I like. And there's so many things that's gonna happen in the future more, so let's see how it goes. But for today, I really wanted to talk about coming out. It does matter. I always thought that I don't really have to make a proper statement that I'm gay, that I like girls, but yeah, I guess I do. It's bugging me out when people ask me about boys. One day I was walking with my friend and she was like, "What do you think about boys in sleeves?" And I was like, "Boys in sleeves? I do not think about boys at all in my mind." But I just said, I have no idea. I just don't care. But she was like, when she asked me that, I was like, almost here. It was almost here to just say, I'm not interested in boys, I like girls. But I could not say it out loud, out of my mouth. And I feel kind of even guilty for I know that I have to be prepared. I have to be in the state of mind to talk about it. But still, just hiding probably a really big thing from my best friend feels very uncomfortable, almost guilty. So it's pretty getting hard, and it's getting to a time that I should really talk about this for myself, talking about who I am to the close people. And all the videos from YouTube and the viral videos in the early 2000s, people were posting their coming out videos. I thought it was sweet, but I really never thought it should be a big deal. But it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. Yeah. And this podcast will probably be very gay, because I am. And I would love to have a gay queer community or a audience in the community to talk about this more. And I would love to hear your stories too. So leave a comment if you have anything to talk about, or any thoughts, or any experiences that you would love to share. That would be really helpful for me. And thank you for your time watching this and sharing things. I don't know if there is gonna be people watching this, but still, it feels very supportive, even posting and getting like views. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. Living in this world is weird, but there's so many good moments, mostly bad moments, but yeah. What am I talking about? Okay, so this was like the biggest thing I really wanted to share. How I'm kind of scared right now, and how much I like girls. Girls. There's so many things to like about girls. They smell good. Oh, not in a creepy way, but like, most girls have. All the girls I've been dating or dated smell great. Like they have. Oh, I feel like a freak talking about it, but yeah, girls smell good. And they're so sweet. And they're so pretty. Oh my god, not me just obsessing. Okay. Yes, what should I talk about more? Oh, should I just share some medias? All the lesbian movies that helped me through my insanity growing up. Let's get into that. Probably all of the movies that Celine Sciamma made. Great director, and especially the portrait of the portrait of the lady on fire. Yeah. That one, and The Handmaiden by Park Chan-wook. It's a Korean movie, and that's my probably favorite Korean movie. And let's think about it more. Carol, that I made a whole episode. that's a great one. And let me see. Okay. I watched probably what really helped me was Carol, and Carol and The Handmaiden made me who I am right now. Carol and Handmaiden, that's like the biggest thing. And recently I watched Bound. That was so much fun. And Desert Hearts and Debs, that's fun too. I Care a Lot, that's fun too. The Favorite, that's amazing. The Favorite, yeah. And Booksmart, Bottoms. I love how like lesbian culture is getting bigger, especially like Chapel Roan and Girl in Red. Like so many openly gay singers who write lyrics about girls and loving girls and dating girls, and it's such a great representation. Like I know they're not trying to be a cultural representation for lesbians, but still just showing their music and experiences, and that really helps for so many people. You can be seen where you are, that like it's not a really openly gay place where you can't be yourself, by listening to them and by watching movies like that and having a cultural place that you can rely on, but by being who you are, just is such a big comfort for me. So yeah, I love gay media. I love those singers, and And I'm not gonna exclude the bisexual people, so even that too. Like Renee Rapp, she's a lesbian, but still, so many great cultural representation that's coming out, and I love it. I feel so seen. I feel like myself more by listening to them. And yes, that was the media. Did I share anything properly? I mean, the movies, yeah. Should I share some songs? I think like every single song of Chappell Roan, I love her. I got to know her I found out her by watching the Casual music video when it came out, and it was not that big, but like suddenly the whole knee deep in the passenger seat and you're eating me out, that line got bigger, and like her music got bigger, and I was so excited to see her just getting huge, she's like so open about liking girls and being with girls and, being in love with girls, and people are singing that aloud, even though that some people don't know what she's talking about. It's still such a relief to see a person who's openly being gay is getting bigger. How sweet is that? The world is acknowledging it. Yeah. Yay. Yes. Okay. So this was me just struggling to come out to the people I love, and let's see how it goes. I'm definitely going to do it because I like my friends, and I would love a more deeper friendship to develop and to be more of myself, because I'm done hiding. I'm done of it. I'm just sick of it, like not acting like it. I never denied it, but I really didn't ever speak out about it, and I thought it's gonna be okay, but nope, it's getting into me. So I think I'm gonna do it soon. Let's see. I'll tell you guys how it goes. It's not gonna go bad, I wish. And I really want more gay friends, just friends in the community. I only know gay people through dating, so it's not like friends, Yeah, that's been a struggle too. Getting to know people who are openly gay. And because it's not the same talking with straight people. It's not the same. You don't know the media that I know. You don't know the feeling that I went through. You just never experienced it. I mean, you could experience in the future, but now you don't know it. And I don't know how to talk about that. Oh my god, talking about it. What would I say with my best friend when we're talking about dating life? Like, she would be so confused. Like, she's so nice. She's a great friend, but I don't think she would, like, know anything about dating girls. Yeah, she's totally straight, by the way. Yes. That was my struggle. Let's see how it goes. How many times did I say, let's see how it goes? But really. Okay. Thank you for watching this episode. It was a big yapping session for me. Struggling. Last episode, I was complaining the whole time. And this episode, I'm struggling the whole time. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope there's like people who are watching this are struggling and going through the similar things with me and could relate to me, or could talk about this with me, or I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This was episode 7 of Confused in My Room, and I'm gonna put my Instagram handle here if you want to contact or talk about things or hang out in Korea. If you're in Korea, DM me easily. I don't care really. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment if you have your own experience or own thoughts or anything. I would love to listen to it and read it. Bye.